Yo, 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 what's going on, people? Salute, salute. It's your boy Jay Jordan back again for another keep saying WNBA, another NBA watch along. Look how my brain is trained. It's crazy. Salute to everyone. We got uh hopefully a good one on our hands. It's the MVP versus the number one overall pick in the NBA draft. SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Oklahoma City Thunder are currently 3-0, and you have the Dallas Mavericks, who are currently, I believe, 1-2. Yep, they are 1-2. Salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure you fill out the poll. How many points will SGA get tonight? Will it be between 20 and 29, 30 and 39, 40 and 49, or 50 plus? I think he has like a 55-point game already this season, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. So how many points will SGA get tonight? Make sure you vote in the chat. And if you're on the Twitch, make sure you just put it in the chat. What do you think? All right, game. You know how the NBA goes. They say the game starts at a certain time, but it's usually 10 minutes after that listed time. So the game does start at 8:40 p.m. Eastern. So in the next about 2 minutes or so, the game will kick off. I'm watching it on NBA League Pass is where I'm watching the game. NBA League Pass. I was going to do one of the Peacock games. The Minnesota versus who they play? Minnesota plays Denver at 9:30 on Peacock, but no Anthony Edwards. He's out with an injury, so I was like, that game probably won't be as entertaining as it could be. So I said, let me do the MVP versus the rookie in this one. All right, let's get into the starting lineups here. For OKC, you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Cason Wallace, Luguentz Dort, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein. I think that's the lineups that they had. Yeah, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Wallace, Dort, Holmgren, Hartenstein. Yep, got that right. Subs, you have Jalen Williams, not J-Dub as they refer to him as, Brooks Barnhizer, Ousmane Dieng, AJ Mitchell, Chris Youngblood, Aaron Wiggins, and Brandon Carlson. They have J-Dub, Jalen Williams, Isaiah Joe, Alex Caruso, and about two other players out injured. For the Mavericks, they're going with Cooper Flagg back at the point. Max Christie gets his first start of the season. Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, and Anthony Davis. For their subs, they have Ryan Nembhard, D'Angelo Russell, Caleb Martin, Najee Marshall, Jaden Hardy, Miles Kelly, Dwight Powell, and Musa Cisse. We know they're injured players that have been out for a bit. They have Kyrie Irving, who's out. Daniel Gafford, their center, is out. And a new one that got added today or yesterday, Derek Lively II, is out. He's usually their starting center. He's out today. Dante Exum, as well as a few other players. I think it was like two other players who are out for them as well. I just went with the main guys who usually get a majority of the minutes. All right, at the top of the screen, you'll see the score circulating of some active games tonight. There's about 11 games on the NBA schedule tonight. So I'll have the scores circling there at the top of the screen as we go. All right, they're talking about the starting lineups now here on the broadcast. This is the first matchup of the season between these two teams. OKC started off the season playing back-to-back double overtime games in which they won. Dallas looking to get their second win of the season. They're currently 1-2. They're currently the 13th seed in the Western Conference. OKC is currently the second seed in the West. Sorry about that, guys. Let me drink some water. I was scarfing down some food before we got on stream. They're talking about Anthony Davis. He's averaging 24.7 points per game on 50% shooting. All right, this game is about to kick off. Everybody's at the center circle. Salute to everybody here in the chat. And we're off. And Chet Holmgren wins the jump ball against Anthony Davis, and this game has started. The MVP, Shai with the ball left side to Chet Holmgren. He's been having a really good start to the season as well. He had a 20-plus point game as Lou Dort comes off the screen and hits the three to start this game off for the road team. Scroll that down. There we go. So y'all can see Mavericks with the ball. Anthony Davis gets it down to PJ Washington under the basket. Chet comes over and rotates out to Anthony. Right side to Max Christie for three. It's off. Hartenstein with the rebound. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with possession here. Shai gets around the trap, gets into the paint, throws up the soft touch floater, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is on the board. 5-0. OKC. PJ Washington walks into a three and misses. Terrible shot selection. Hartenstein with another rebound. What up, Sierra? What's good? Cason Wallace over to Chet. Chet pump fakes for three. Drives on Klay Thompson. Uses those long strides. Gets to the basket. Right hand layup is good. And they're off to a 7-0 start. PJ with the ball. Gets it over to Christie. Christie right wing. Drives on Chet. Gets into the paint. Thinks better of it. Dribbles back out to three. Left side of the court now. Pump fakes, gets it over to AD, center of the floor, guarded by Hartenstein. He pump fakes, now takes the long midi, and gets the Mavericks on the board. Anthony Davis with the mid-range jumper. It's 7-2 Thunder. Thunder on top right now. You got Shai drives right, shoots the fall away baseline jump shot, fight for the rebound, goes off of Hartenstein and out of bounds. Mavericks basketball. Your team losing to the Celtics? Who's your team? The Pelicans? Ball and play here with the Mavericks. I mean, you shouldn't be surprised. PJ finds a cutting Klay, goes off his foot and out of bounds. Turnover by the Mavericks. Ball and play here with OKC. They get it in quickly. Lou Dort, left side of the court, guarded by Anthony Davis. Finds Hartenstein on the dive to the basket. He steps through, throws up the right-hand layup. Fight almost gets his own rebound. Tipped out to PJ Washington. Gets it over to Klay. Klay pump fakes for three. Resets out top to Christie. Right side to Davis. Davis gets it over to Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg on the drive. Out to Max Christie. Left wing three this time. And it's off. Chet with the rebound. Oh, my clock stopped. My bad, y'all. Shai throws it out to Chet. Chet jab steps on Cooper. Pump fakes. Spins off. Pump fakes up and under on Flagg. Goes up and scores over Cooper Flagg. Chet Holmgren with two layups there. And it's 9-2 OKC. Cooper with the ball. Guarded by Chet. He drives right off a stagger. Now Shai's on him. He comes back left off the screen. Cooper dives into the paint. Steps through. Left hand layup is up. Rolls off. Almost gets his own rebound. But Lou Dort secures the loose ball there. Lou Dort over to Cason Wallace. Cason Wallace drives by Klay, gets to the basket, throws up the right-hand lay, and misses. Klay with the rebound. Klay with the ball. Klay, left side to PJ. PJ Washington finds back to Klay. Klay pump fakes for three. Drops it off to AD, middle of the floor. AD gets fouled there by Lou Dort, middle of the floor. Oh, I just see my not team. Ball in play. Thompson inbounds it to AD. AD handoff to PJ. PJ on the drive. PJ floater in the pink. Gets fouled by Hartenstein. Smacks him on the forearm. And PJ Washington will go to the line for 2 free throws. So PJ Washington at the line for 2 free throws. Mark Daigneault, coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder, the defending champions. The Mavericks last won the championship in 2011 against my Miami Heat. Got some revenge from the 06 finals as PJ misses the first free throw. PJ at the line, second free throw, and he misses both off the back rim. Chet gets the rebound for Oklahoma City. It's 9-2. Approaching 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Oklahoma City with the ball. Shai goes baseline, finds a cutting Hartenstein. Nobody home, and he bangs it home. Slam dunk for Isaiah Hartenstein. And timeout called by Jason Kidd and the Dallas Mavericks. 8:08 to go in the first quarter. OKC up 11-2. Yikes, not a good start here for the Dallas Mavericks. (11-2) is the score. 11-2, 8:08 to go. Lil John says, got Shai for 25. How's it looking for you? Shai, so far, is up to 2 points. He's only taken 2 shots. Isaiah Hartenstein, he used to play for the Knicks, not last year, but the season before. This is his second season with the Thunder. Okay, looking around the league here. Looks like the Spurs are handling the Raptors on a second night of a back-to-back. They played yesterday. Wemby went absolutely insane again. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise anymore. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other games in action right now, and there's still 4 more that have yet to start. Yeah, Holmgren ended up being cleared to play tonight. Wemby's got to be only 20 years old or something like that. The guy, he's really young. I'll tell you right now, Victor Wembanyama, he's 21 years old. He turned 22 January 4th. 7'4", 235 pounds in his second season out of France. Guy's doing this at 21. It is scary out there. It is scary. They're 3-0. He scored 40 in the season opener against Dallas, 40 points, 15 rebounds. Next game, he had 29 points, 11 rebounds against the Pelicans. And then yesterday, he had 31 points, 14 rebounds against the Brooklyn Nets. And he's had 3+ blocks in every game. This guy is he's an animal. They have a stat here. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is one of the one of the few MVPs to have won, one of the few players to have won an MVP that wasn't drafted in the top 5 picks or so. Salute to him. D'Angelo Russell has checked into the game for Max Christie. No, it's not Max Christie, for PJ Washington, but Klay Thompson finally decides to show he can actually still shoot the basketball, and he knocks down a 3. Good play out the timeout though. For the Mavericks is 11-5. Lou Dort gets it to Hartenstein, who gets blocked by Anthony Davis. Flagg over to Thompson, other side for 3. Oh, he misses that one. And rebound to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wallace over to Hartenstein, looking for SGA, finds SGA on the cut, gets cut off by Christie. SGA drives middle of the paint, stops, nowhere to go, gets it off to Hartenstein with 8 on the shot clock. Cason Wallace left corner 3 is off. Anthony Davis with the rebound. D'Angelo over to AD, and a foul by Cason Wallace on the pass from Russell. Cason Wallace played against his brother in the last game Oklahoma City played. That was a nice family moment. Because SGA played his cousin Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Cason Wallace played his brother. I forgot his brother's name. I'll look it up. As Max Christie shoots a 3. Max Christie got to knock these 3s down. He's getting some wide open looks and just can't find it. Lou Dort on the drive, on Flagg, goes to the basket and smokes the layup. Ball tipped out by Chet, gets it over to Wallace. Corner to Lou Dort for the left corner three. He knocks that one down, his second three of the game. Offensive rebound is what Isaiah Hartenstein is good at. Good tip out, leading to an open three. D'Angelo into the paint, throws up the floater, middle of the paint, and scores. D'Angelo Russell into the scorebook. 14-7 OKC. Lou Dort tries to drive on Klay Thompson. Wanted a foul, doesn't get it. He's on the floor. Mavericks have numbers if they want it. Gets it to Christie. Christie for a right corner three. And finally, he knocks down the right corner three. On his fourth attempt, he knocks it down. And it's 14-10 OKC. Under 6 minutes to go here. As Shai drives, stops, foul line, jump shot over Christie, and scores. The MVP. He lives in that mid-range area. Left-hand drive, pulls up right at the foul line, and knocks it down. They're shooting 50% from the field right now. OKC is 16-10. They're up as Russell with the ball goes corner to Christie. He pump fakes in that corner, finds AD on the cut, and then AD with the putback on his own shot. What a move by Anthony Davis. He gets the floater, misses it, but on the way, I don't even know if he was on the way down. He put it back or he just had a quick second jump and finishes 16-12 as we go to a timeout by the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm going to look that up that I said I was going to look up. Cason Wallace's brother. He plays for the Atlanta Hawks. His brother is Keaton Wallace. So Cason and Keaton played against each other when the Thunder played the Hawks. So it was a nice little family affair there. All right, let's take a quick look at the box score while we're in the timeout here. Salute to everybody in the chat, on the YouTube, on the Twitch. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's take a look at the action so far. So score is 16-12. Thunder on top of the Mavericks at the moment. Thunder over the Mavericks. Let's take a look at the box score. Excuse me. Box score here, okay. So you have Isaiah Hartenstein with 2 points and 3 rebounds. You got 4 for Chet Holmgren, 4 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 6 for Lou Dort on 2 made threes. Cason Wallace yet to score. They haven't subbed anyone in as of yet. They're shooting 50% from the field, 2 for 3, 66% from 3, and they haven't turned the ball over. For the Dallas Mavericks, Anthony Davis with 4 points and 2 rebounds, 3 for Klay Thompson on 1 of 2 shooting, and Max Christie 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting. All of his attempts have come from 3. Off the bench, D'Angelo Russell with 2 points. They're shooting 41% from the field, 33% from 3 on 2 of 6 shooting, and they missed both of their free throws, 0 for 2. All right, so that's the box score so far. That is the box score in this one. This is the first of 3 matchups between these teams. The next time they'll play, as you see right of your screen, is December 5th, and then they won't play again until March 1st. All right, so that's the score of this game. Sierra says that would be a fun life to play pro hoops with your sibling. Yeah, definitely. Just like Seth and Steph. Seth, he was signed to Golden State, but they had to release him. But Steph Curry and Seth Curry could be potentially playing again with each other on the Golden State Warriors. The Lopez brothers were another set of brothers playing in the league at one point. Brooke and Robin Lopez. Trying to think of all the brothers or relatives in the league. I think that's all I can remember off the top of my head. All right. Ball back in play here. We'll get back to that in a bit. Yeah, the Sablis in the W. Jungkook looking good for 17. I'm not sure, my friend. Who are they even playing? Chet with the ball. Chet goes behind the back, looking like a point guard out there. Gets it over to Shai. Shai behind the back, pass to Chet. Deadeye 3, top of the key. Chet knocks it down. He's been killing from 3 this season. Not even gonna lie to you. Chet Holmgren looking at his 3-point. He's shooting 42% from 3 on the season. He's been He's been playing really well from out there. Oh, and then a response there by D'Angelo Russell. He responds with a 3 of his own. He's up to 5 points off the bench, 19-15. Shai goes to that left baseline jump shot off the rim, and AD with the one-hand rebound gets it over to PJ. Over to Christie. Walks into another 3, and Christie knocks down another 3. Max Christie makes a 1-point game, 19-18. Salute for the follow, Lil John. Appreciate you. Shai gets to the lane, throws it out to Dort. Dort at the 3-point line. Dort guarded by, I said Dort. Dort. Over to Aaron Wiggins, who's checked in off the bench. Guarded by Najee Marshall, the other sub for the Mavericks. Gets it down to Hartenstein, who makes himself available. He likes that little push shot, and he gets himself open and knocks it in. 21-18. Yeah. Salute. Yeah, appreciate you. Ball over to AD. AD with the ball. I'll be on all until this game is over. AD hand off to PJ. PJ into the paint. PJ throws it out to Marshall. Over to Christie. You pump fakes. Now finds AD under the basket and he dunks on Chet's head. But they say it's a shot clock violation. Oh, that would have been a poster. Max Christie, he's like, damn, I should have shot it. But AD did get the poster. But shot clock just expired. Dang, that would have been a nice dunk there. Yeah, he didn't get it off in time. Definitely didn't, but Chet would have been on a poster, but he was about 4/10 of a second too late. AD goes to the bench for his first rest, so does Max Christie. Ball in play here with OKC. 21-18. AJ Mitchell, right side to Shai. They send the trap to him, picks up his dribble over to Aaron Wiggins. Left-hand drive. Pulls up the floater from the left side, misses. Rebound to PJ. Over to D'Lo. D'Lo with the ball. Attacks SGA. Takes some contact. Doesn't get the foul call. But then PJ Washington on the follow gets fouled. And he'll go to the line to see if he can make his free throws this time. He's 0 for 2. I'm getting notifications about Wemby doing foolishness again. And foolishness, I mean good foolishness. Sierra, you right. The Samuelsons. I can't believe I forgot about the Carly and Katie Lou. I think that's it. That's the only 2 sets right there. First free throw is up and PJ Washington knocks it down. So PJ Washington had a good season against the Thunder last year. He averaged about 22 points. Had a double-double in 2 of those games, as he misses the second. Shai with the ball. Shai tries to drive on Caleb, spins into the lane, goes up, left hand layup is up, but they call a travel on Shai. And the Mavericks quickly get the ball in bounds, so to negate the challenge opportunity, it's 21-19. Najee Marshall with the ball, picks up his dribble over to D'Lo. D'Lo finds what a pass to Najee Marshall right in front of the basket. Nice cut by Najee, lays it in, ties the game up at 21. Shai with the ball, he drives right, off balance, gets fouled on the shot attempt. They said the foul was on the floor, so it was not actually a shooting foul. First foul by the Mavericks this quarter. What's up, Liz? Salute. Con Landing, what's going on? Ball in play here with AJ Mitchell. He's had a good start to the season. Back to AJ from Aaron Wiggins. AJ Mitchell into the paint, goes up with the right-hand layup and scores. What a take by AJ Mitchell. Gotta look him up. He had 26 against Indiana. I think that was their second game of the season. Coming off the bench, he's been a beast. And PJ gets fouled there. He went to Santa Barbara College, drafted in the second round of the 2024 draft by the New York Knicks, actually. He gets tripped up there. I don't know. And PJ might have got lucky there. That should have been a foul on Wiggins. Ball in play with PJ Washington. Gets it over to D'Lo. Ball almost gets poked away. Keeps it alive. 3 on the clock. D'Lo has to shake the 3. He does. Off the front of the rim. And Jalen Williams, Jalen with an I, gets the rebound. And Shai tries to go behind the back. Loses the ball. Najee Marshall with the steal. Marshall over to D'Lo. Pump fakes for 3. Gets the ball. And he gets fouled there on the reaching by Cason Wallace. That's his second foul of the game. So second foul in the last 2 minutes. That should be free throws here for the Dallas Mavericks. So D'Angelo Russell at the line here for 2 free throws. First one is up, and D'Lo knocks it down. And D'Lo second free throw is short. So the Mavericks have been missing free throws so far in this one. That's their 4th missed free throw. 23-22 is the score. Corner to Aaron Wiggins. Left corner 3. PJ skies for the rebound. Gets it over to Russell. D'Angelo Russell calling for the screen. Gets it over to Marshall in the corner. Up top to Hardy. Hardy dancing with it at the 3-point line. Attack Shai. Gets into the paint. Throws up a wild floater. Looks like it got blocked. And Shai with the rebound. Shai on the attack on PJ Washington. Gets to the lane and lays it in. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP. 25-22. Caleb finds a cutting Washington. He gets fouled and won PJ Washington. Caleb Martin drove to the paint, picked up his dribble, found a streaking PJ following right behind him. He gets fouled, banks it in off the glass, and he'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Foul by Jalen Williams with an I. I gotta specify. So PJ Washington back to the line for the 3rd time tonight, looking to tie this game at 25. PJ at the line. First free throw. Well, the free throw for the 3-point play is up, and he misses. And there's a foul on the rebound by the Mavericks. Man, PJ just missing free throw after free throw. Like, what's good with boy? 25-24, 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. OKC on top. AJ Mitchell with the ball, guarded by Marshall. At half court here, AJ Mitchell drives right, goes behind the back to come back left, picks up his dribble over to Shai. Shai on the attack, drives right, a little push off there, foul line jump shot is off. Rebound to PJ. About a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. D'Lo on the drive. D'Lo gets the ball stripped, hit off his leg and out of bounds. Thunder to inbound. But Coach Daigneault wants a substitution here. He takes Jalen Williams out and brings in, I don't even know who boy is. Let me see who he is. Russell goes to the bench. Brings in Chris Youngblood. I thought that was a parody name, to be completely honest with you, when I first saw it on the stat sheet. It looked like a 2K name. 25-24, respect to his family, though. SGA with the ball. With Caleb Martin on an island. 4 seconds. Gets it over to Wiggins. Wiggins for 3 on the wing and knocks it down. Aaron Wiggins knocks down the 3. With 1 second left, PJ from half court. And he almost banks it in from half court. But that's how the quarter ends. OKC up 28-24 at the end of the first quarter. 4-point game going into the second. Let's get ready for the second quarter. All right. Yeah, we were talking about siblings in the professional ranks, not the collegiate ranks. Let's take a look at the box score. 28-24 is the score. 28-24. 28-24. So, for the Oklahoma City Thunder, Isaiah Hartenstein with 4 points, 3 rebounds, 7 for Chet Holmgren, with 3 rebounds, 6 for Shai with 3 assists, 6 for Lou Dort, none for Cason Wallace. For the bench, you got 3 for Aaron Wiggins and 2 for AJ Mitchell. For the Mavericks, you have Anthony Davis with 4 points, 3 for PJ Washington with 5 rebounds, 3 for Klay Thompson, 6 for Max Christie on 2 made threes, 2 for Najee Marshall, and 6 for D'Angelo Russell. So that's the box score, and we're at the end of the first right now. If we scroll to the top here, we can see the scores from some of the other games. Looks like Cleveland is cruising in Detroit, 90-65. Philly looks like they're up on Orlando, 109-100. I got to see how the young man out of the Bahamas, VJ Edgecombe, is doing. He has 24 points. That rookie, he is hooping like his life depends on it right now. Salute to him, my Bahamian brother. Atlanta currently up on the Bulls 58-57. Houston beating up on Brooklyn 71-61. Let me see how that's looking. KD with 12 points against his former team. Tari Eason with 20 points. What my boy Şengün got. Oh, did I even set my fantasy lineup today? I don't even think I did. I'm probably screwed. That's the thing about NBA basketball. Games happening so quickly. Let's get back to the matter at hand. Yeah, I probably did not. I'm already losing here. Yeah, I got Şengün on my bench. I got everybody on my bench. That's not good. Not a good start to the week. Yahoo is annoying for that. D'Angelo Russell and the Mavericks with the ball to start the second quarter. Caleb Martin for 3 off the front of the rim. Aaron Wiggins with the rebound. Aaron Wiggins gets it over to Chet. Chet for another 3 off the back of the rim. Caleb Martin skies for the rebound. Martin on the drive. Martin left to right crossover. Goes behind the back to his left hand. Gets it stripped away and stolen. Chet picks up the loose ball. Chet on the drive. Spins. Picks up his dribble up top to Wallace. He gets all the way to AJ Mitchell. He drives and he steps out of bounds on that drive attempt. It'll go to the Mavericks. He had 30. VJ Edgecombe had 30 points in the season opener. He has 24 tonight, and it's only his 3rd game. D'Lo with the ball. Gets it over to Cooper Flagg. He's been quiet. Over to PJ Washington. Pump fakes for 3. Tries to drive. Gets it back over to Flagg. Flagg, corner to Najee Marshall. Marshall, corner 3. Gets tipped out by Chet. It stays with the Dallas Mavericks. So Klay Thompson checks back in. Caleb Martin to the bench here. Ball inbound to Cooper. Cooper on the inbound. Oh, misses the left-hand layup. It rolls off. And Wallace with the rebound. Cason Wallace into the paint. Gets it all the way back up top to Aaron Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins. Right side to Jalen Williams. Back to Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins drives. Snatch back on Flagg. Oh, finds a cutting AJ Mitchell. Pump fakes and scores the layup. D'Angelo Russell puts his hand up in the air, saying, that was my bad. I lost my man. Najee Marshall on the drive. Attacks Jalen Williams and lays it in. Wanted to foul. Doesn't get it. Miracle, what up? Salute, salute. 30-26. Miracle said, not related to this live stream. Go Spurs, go. Yeah, I mean, listen, I cannot deny the Wemby effect. AJ Mitchell goes up, throws it off the glass, drives right. He's a lefty. Pump fake, try to step through, just threw it high off the glass and scored. 32-26. D'Lo into the paint, throws up a left-hand floater. Najee Marshall saves it. It was an air ball. but the clock does not reset. Najee Marshall on the crossover gets into the paint and gets blocked by Chet Holmgren out of bounds with 4.9 to go. Let me see what that alien is doing tonight. Wemby. Oh, he's a quiet night for Wemby, even though they're winning by 20 plus. Man has only 10 points, 8 rebounds. It was a kick ball here, so shot clock got reset to 14. 32-26 is the score. 9:44 to go in the second quarter. The referees are having a discussion whether the clock should have been reset. So I guess they're trying to sort that out. So it's 9:44 to go. 14 seconds on the shot clock. He's still confused here a little bit. Ball and play here. They finally get it into the Mavericks. PJ with the ball. Down to Clay. Clay, one leg fall away over AJ Mitchell, misses. Rebound, Jalen Williams, excuse me. AJ Mitchell, left side of the court. He drives right. AJ Mitchell stops at the foul line, dribbles back out. Over to Wiggins. Wiggins into the paint, throws up the right-hand floater, rolls around, and drops. Timeout, Jason Kidd. And it's an 8-point game here. 34-26. OKC outscoring Dallas 6-2 here in the second quarter. 6-2 is the score. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some time. 6-2. 34-26 is the score. 34-26 is the score. You can see the box score down below here. Chet Holmgren leads OKC with 7 points. And Max Christie and D'Angelo Russell are tied for the team lead with 6 points apiece. Right? Taking a look at these other games. I'm going to keep an eye on this Orlando-Philly game. That seems to be a good one. 113-106 with 7 minutes to go. I'll keep an eye on that. Tyrese Maxey with 31 points and 7 assists. Paolo Banchero with 26 for the Magic. BJ Edgecombe with 26 points on 10 of 16 shooting. It's really scary, man. It's scary. At halftime, we'll go over the box score, the team stats. We'll take a quick trip around the league, see some of these games that have gone final, some of the games that have recently kicked off. We have a number of games that are just kicking off ish, like Phoenix, Utah, battle of the sorry teams. Phoenix is 1-2, Utah's 1-1. Utah is currently up 8-2. So we'll keep an eye on all these games. We're currently in a timeout here. Currently in a timeout here in Dallas at the American Airlines Center. They showed a nice little clip here on Mavs TV. They required one of their Legends jerseys, Mark Aguirre. He was very emotional there. They're gonna retire it on January 29th of next year. Mark Aguirre, he was the first overall pick in 1981. He played with the Mavs from 1981 to 1989. It'll be the 5th jersey retired by the Mavericks. So salute to him. 1981, a little bit before my time. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of bit. Ball in play here with the Mavericks, and there's a foul on AD. Well, Anthony Davis was fouled, and he'll go to the line for free throws. (34-26). 9:11 to go here in the second quarter. Anthony Davis at the line for the first of two. He knocks it down. Just running my clock down to get up to speed here. 9:11 on the clock. 34-27. Second one is up for Anthony Davis, and he knocks it down. The first Maverick to knock down both of his free throws tonight is 34-28. OKC yet to shoot a free throw. The Mavericks are 4 for 9. Cason Wallace comes off the screen, misses the three. Klay Thompson with the rebound over to Christie. Christie with the ball. Comes off the screen, going to his right. Max Christie gets fouled there by AJ Mitchell. On the drive, it'll be sideline out of bounds for the Mavericks. Sideline out of bounds. Max Christie to inbound. Gets it over to Klay. Klay comes off the screen. Klay. Oh, that should have been a jump ball, but Cason Wallace with the save. And he throws it off for Cooper Flagg and out of bounds. They quickly inbounded. AJ Mitchell with the ball. 34-28. AJ Mitchell drives to his dominant left. He throws it back up top to Jalen Williams. Hand off to Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins going between the legs. Blows by Hardy. Goes over with the left hand and lays it in. What a move by Aaron Wiggins. Hit him with a tween blow by to the left hand and laid it in. 24 of their 36 points have come from the paint for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Christie out to Flagg. Flagg spins back to his right, pump fakes, goes up with the right hand hook, and Flagg gets his name into the scorebook for the first time tonight. Cooper Flagg with the basket. 36-30. Yeah, RC, it's on League Pass. What up? It's a League Pass game. And a response by Cason Wallace quickly. As soon as I look down, OKC scored. 38-30 is the score. Klay Thompson for three off the back rim, rebound to Chet. And Cooper Flagg picks that off. Cooper Flagg hangs and gets blocked by Chet at the basket. Chet on the attack. He might have traveled, gets away with it. Goes up and gets fouled by Anthony Davis on that reach-in. The young man, Cooper Flagg, tried to attack Chet off that steal. So Chet gets his get back for turning the ball over there and gets a two-hand block on Cooper Flagg. So Chet Holmgren at the line for two free throws. First one is up, and he misses the first. He was watching San Antonio, Toronto, because I ain't got Peacock no more to watch T-Wolves at. Yeah, I was gonna watch that game. I was gonna do that game on the Watchalong, but no Anthony Davis out with the hamstring. I was like, it doesn't appeal to me. I don't want to watch Julius Randle ball. As Chet Holmgren misses two free throws on their first two attempts of the game. Cooper Flagg gets it over to AD. Back to Cooper. Cooper finds Klay on for screen. Klay goes corner to Marshall, over to Christie. Back over to Cooper. Pump fakes for three. Cooper out to Christie. Christie pump fakes for three. Back out to Cooper. Cooper sets his feet for three. Oh, halfway down and out. Good ball movement. Just couldn't pay it off. Over to Chet. Chet gets it over to Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins goes behind the back. Steps back, gets it over to Jalen Williams with an eye. Over to AJ Mitchell for three off the handoff and misses. AD with the rebound. Tootie was good. Salute. On the Twitch. AD on the attack on Jalen Williams. Goes up, throws up the floater. I thought they would have called the foul. You heard the smack, but he might have just got the ball. But AD finishes anyway. Anthony Davis up to 8 points and 6 rebounds. He is on double-double watch already. AJ Mitchell over to Holmgren for 3. Off the front rim, Najee Marshall with the rebound. Clay into the paint, throws up the floater. AD, I don't know if that counts as a pass or just a layup, or a layup attempt that got blocked, but Clay misses. AD snatches it up and dunks it home. 38-34, AD doing his best to keep the Mavericks in this one. A 4-point deficit for the home team. 38-34 is the score. Let's take a quick look at the box score. 38-34. Thunder and Mavericks are tied 10 apiece here in the quarter. For OKC, leading scorer is a tie between Aaron Wiggins off the bench and Chet Holmgren, who got the start. For the Mavericks, leading scorer is Anthony Davis, 10 points and 6 rebounds. Looking at these other games, it looks like Orlando is clawing their way back. It's 116-113. Philly is currently in the lead. Cleveland well on their way to smacking up Detroit. RC said, Jay, I called bro Luca Reeves last night. They gave Austin Reeves all the Luca calls. Yeah, he shot 22 free throws, made 21 of them. Man had 51 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. I was at work watching that game. It was a really watching the end of that game, I should say. I didn't watch the whole thing. But salute to him. He willed his team to a win against the Sacramento Kings. Looking at this other game, though, Utah smacking the Suns 22-5. Utah Jazz 22. Phoenix, I almost called them the Mercury again. Phoenix Suns 5. Chicago and ATL and the Hawks look like they're in a close one here. And you got Orlando, Philly 118-115. We'll keep an eye on all of these games as we go throughout the rest of this stream. Salute to everybody on the YouTube, on the Twitch. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're on the YouTube, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. It's my first season doing NBA games. I primarily do WNBA. But I figured to add to the channel. Might as well tackle some NBA as well. If you're on the YouTube, make sure you fill out the poll. How many points you think SGA will get tonight? The choices are between 20 and 29, 30 and 39, 40 and 49, and 50 plus. So let your voice and your vote be heard on the Twitch. You can just put in the chat who do you think, how many points you think SGA will finish with tonight. Ball in play here with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Both teams with 5 timeouts left here. Ball over to Aaron Wiggins. Goes behind the back. Poked away by Najee Marshall, but he gets it back. And AJ Mitchell drives right and goes back left. He likes driving to the right and throwing up the left-hand floater. He's a lefty, and he finishes with the floater. AJ Mitchell up to 8 points here off the bench. He's one of their primary bench scorers so far this season. Clay with the ball. Gets it down to AD, who goes up and lays it right past Hartenstein. So it's been Anthony Davis quarter so far. Salute to AD. So when he says sell out to the Ellie in the back, yeah, that's my Ellie bobblehead. I'll bring it out at the next timeout so y'all could get a closer look there. AJ Mitchell with the ball. Up top to Cason Wallace. Wallace down to Hartenstein in the paint against Thompson. That's too easy. Size advantage galore. And Hartenstein finishes the floater from about 2 feet out. Cooper Flagg with the ball. Almost gets it poked away, but crosses over on Cason Wallace. Goes corner to Christie. Christie, corner 3. Rattles in and out. Cason Wallace with the rebound. They need somebody who can consistently knock those shots down. Hartenstein with the ball. Finds AJ Mitchell on a back cut. And it trickles off. It almost went down, but it trickles right out. Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson over to Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg for 3, and it's off. Rebound to Aaron Wiggins. Yeah, I was on my mom's head about that. And all my friends who are Knicks fans. My Heat smacked them up. No, we didn't beat them bad, but we won. Missed by OKC over to Clay. Clay pump fakes, steps back, left baseline 2, and Dallas is just not getting any good looks. They're rushing here on the offensive end. 42-36. Oh, Cason Wallace finds Hartenstein. He throws up a left-hand floater from about 8 feet out. He misses. And both teams look to be a little gassed here. It's been Brick City. And AD now shoots a 3. Can he hit one? Oh, AD knocks down a 3. I told you, it's been his quarter. And he gets them within 3. 42-39. Under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. AJ Mitchell spins, gets bumped by Najee Marshall. And he says something to AJ like, none of that. Wallace out to Lou Dort. Lou Dort, top of the key 3 off the front of the rim. Long rebound. Goes out of bounds to the Mavericks. Chance to get within 1 or tie with a 3. Yes, AD as in Anthony Davis. Mads, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Yes, AD 4-3. It's been his quarter. D'Angelo Russell checks into the game. So it's Russell, Marshall, Washington, Christie, and Anthony Davis. Davis with the ball. Face up against Hartenstein. Steps back for a midi. And it's off the front of the rim. Barnheiser with the rebound. Over to Shai. I haven't said his name in a while. He just checks back in. Shai attacks Max Christie. At the left elbow. Gets into the paint. Pushes off. Foul line jump shot off the front of the rim. And drops. Shai comes into the game and back into the scorebook. Yeah, somebody told me that yesterday, RC, that Cason is dating Kiki Rice. Somebody told me that yesterday. AD with the ball. Cross-court pass to PJ Washington through a bunch of bodies, but he misses the 3. Mavericks struggling from 3-point range. I think I can count on one hand how many 3s they've made. Shai on the drive, gets all the way into the paint, goes corner to AJ Mitchell. He pump fakes, keeps his dribble alive. Looked like he carried. They don't call it. They really call carry in the league unless it's egregious. Barnheiser from the left corner dribbles out to the paint. Fall away jump shot over Christie, and tough shot by Barnheiser. Oh yeah, he sort of did, y'all. I mean, he did all he could in New Orleans. Najee Marshall for 3 and gets fouled on the 3-point attempt by Barnheiser. Cardinal sin of basketball, fouling the 3-point shooter, fouling a jump shooter. And Najee Marshall will go to the line for 3 threes. Najee used to play for New Orleans, right? Sierra, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Najee Marshall at the line for 3 free throws. He knocks down the first. Why you put MVP in quotes? Man, listen, listen. The guy's he's a scoring machine no matter what. Even if he gets to the line a lot, and a lot of people don't agree with how ethical his game looks sometimes. The guy, I watched that home opener, and that guy, he was on an absolute mission. Just big shot after big shot after big shot. Even though he did shoot a bunch of free throws, but he's playing within the rules. If they call it, then it's not his fault. Hartenstein in the paint. Hartenstein left-hand floater over Davis and scores. Najee Marshall knocked down all 3 of those free throws, by the way. Scores 48-42. PJ Washington against Barnheiser in the post. He does a jump pass to Marshall in the corner over to Flagg. Flagg out to D'Lo. D'Lo for 3 over Barnheiser, short. And Hartenstein tips it to himself and secures the rebound. 90 seconds here to go in the second quarter. It's been OKC. Lou Dort attacks the rookie. Finds a cutting Chet. Chet goes up with the right. Hartenstein with the over the back foul and knocks Anthony Davis down. 48-42, 125 to go here in the second. How many fouls he got? That's his second foul of the game. Yeah, RC. That's why I didn't do that game, because ain't out. So it's gonna be a lot of Randall, a lot of who else is on the team? Bones Highland, DiVincenzo. You know, not getting a lot of Gobert. Like, come on now. Ball and play here with the Mavericks and D'Angelo Russell. He crosses half court. Left side screen for D'Lo. He walks into a three, short. And Shai with the rebound. Mavericks get back, but Shai pulls a transition three and he misses. PJ with the rebound. Gets it over to D'Lo. Finds Cooper. Left side of the floor. Back up top to D'Lo. Right side to PJ at the 3-point line. OKC has not made a three this quarter. They're 0 for 7. The Mavericks are 1 for 10 in the quarter from three. AD right side of the floor, guarded by Jalen Williams with an eye. Shoots a fall away over him and misses. Lou Dort with the rebound. Shai slows it down. 48-42, 40 seconds to go here. Shai on the attack on Marshall. Gets into the paint, throws up the right-hand floater, and it's short. Najee Marshall with the rebound gets it over to AD. About a 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock here. I'm going to stop my clock here to get it up to speed. 23 seconds to go here. AD guarded by Jalen Williams. Dallas doesn't look like they know what they want to do here. Now D'Lo with the ball with 5 on the clock, guarded by Chet. He drives right, throws up the left-hand floater off glass. Terrible look. He wanted a foul, doesn't get it. Shot clock is off. 7 seconds to go here. 6, 5, 4, Shai. 3 with the crossover. Left to right, Shai step back from the baseline over PJ, and it's an air ball, and that's how the quarter ends. Thankfully, it started getting some ugly hoops to end that quarter. So at halftime, 48-42 at the half, OKC over the Dallas Mavericks. All right, y'all. So we're at the half. Let me get my halftime thing up. Halftime is usually 15 minutes. So let's get ready for halftime starting now. I said 15. I put 16. Whoops. We'll leave it at 16. All right, let's take a look at the box score in the meantime. You lie. 48-42 at the half, 48-42 at the half. I'm going to take a look at your comments in a second. Hartenstein with 8 points and 5 rebounds. You have Chet Holmgren with 7 points, 4 rebounds, 8 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Has not shot a free throw yet, so we'll see how the second half goes. Lou Dort with 6, 2 for Cason Wallace off the bench, 2 for Brooks Barnhizer, and 7 for Aaron Wiggins. You're shooting 48.9% from the field, 30% from 3 on 13 attempts, and have only shot 2 free throws, missed both of them. For Dallas, you got AD with 15 points and 7 rebounds to lead the way, 3 for PJ Washington, 2 for Cooper Flagg, the rookie, 3 for Klay Thompson, 6 for Max Christie. And off the bench, you have 7 from Najee Marshall and 6 from D'Lo. They're shooting 33% from the field, 26% from 3 on 5 of 19 shooting. That's not good. And they're shooting 58% from the free throw line, 7 of 12. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the team stats before we start bouncing around the league. In terms of, always like to look at the total turnovers and points conceded off. Total turnovers, both teams have 4 apiece. OKC has given up 3 points off of their 4 turnovers. The Mavericks have given up 3 points off of their 4 turnovers. So equal in that category. Points in the paint is in favor of the Oklahoma City Thunder, 34-18. And OKC has had more fouls than the Mavericks, 10-3. Largest lead of the game was 9 by OKC. Mavericks have yet to lead in this one. All right. So that's the box score and the team stats there for this game. Yeah, J-Dub, as they call him, RC, he is not back. J-Dub is not back. Let me scroll up before what comments I missed. What I miss? RC said D-Lo's washed. Con Landing with the stats. It was 40 years ago when the NBA announced that the 3-point shooting contest would be part of NBA All-Star Weekend. So he says, I need old light bright to get one more 3-pointer. Who's that? Klay Thompson? Mad salute for the super chat. Dorisberg got demoted for highlighting Shai's internet nickname. True or false? Could that be part of the reason? Yes. Is it the only reason? No. I think the public public opinion had something to do with that as well. And I guess wanted to highlight some other talent as well. So she's no longer on like the finals broadcast or the ABC broadcast. I think they put her on just like she's like the B team for ESPN games and stuff. But I said let's take a look at the rest of the league. We'll take a quick look at this game, y'all. Cleveland smacking up Detroit 115-84. Let's take a look at the leading scorers in this one. Donovan Mitchell with 35 points. Evan Mobley with 11 rebounds. Hunter with 6 assists. You got Cunningham with 12. Isaiah Stewart with 9. And Cunningham with 4 assists and 5 turnovers. Tough night for the Detroit Pistons. They're going to lose this one. It's pretty much over. And it looks like the Sixers are going to win this one. 132-122 is the score over the Orlando Magic. I'm still upset that the Heat lost to this Magic team. They were winning the whole game and blew it in the fourth quarter. Looking at the box score here, let me take a deeper look at this Philly box score. You got 41 from Tyrese Maxey. My goodness, 41 points, 8 assists for Tyrese. 25 for Kelly Oubre Jr. and 26 for the rookie VJ Edgecombe out of the Bahamas. Salute the Bahamas. My dad's side of the family's from the Bahamas, so always salute the Bahamas there. For the Magic, let's see. Man, everybody played pretty well in their starters. 30 for Paolo. Got 22 for Franz, 24 for Desmond Bane, 12 for Suggs, 10 for Wendell Carter. I mean, but dang, 41 for Tyrese and 26 for VJ. I guess did it. No Joel Embiid in this one. He had some comments saying that he'd rather be at home with his family if he's only gonna play a couple minutes here and there. He doesn't like the minutes restriction. But listen, bro, you got to do what you got to do. All right, moving on to Chicago. Chicago's up 83-73 on the Atlanta Hawks. Leading scorers, we got Porzingis with 21 for the Hawks. Trae Young with 10 assists. And for the Bulls, you have 13 for Giddey, 13 points and 12 rebounds for Josh Giddey. Vooch leads them in assists. So 83-73 in that Bulls-Hawks game. Let's continue on down the list up here. Brooklyn, I don't think that team might go 0-10 before they win a game. 93-70, such a much different look than their counterparts, my New York Liberty. 93-70. Cam Thomas, never swing the rock, don't pass. 16 for Terrence Mann, to lead them in scoring, 4 rebounds, and then Ben Saraff with 5 assists. Tari Eason leading the way for the Rockets with 20 points. KD with 7 rebounds. I think that's Asar Thompson with 7 assists, or is it Amen? I think it's Amen Thompson. Excuse me. Oh, those are the other brothers that are in the league. Duh, totally forgot about them. Looks like the Rockets will get their first win of the season in this one, unless something miraculous happens here. Let's continue on down. You're not Team Sierra. Getting smacked up by the Celtics, 71-58. Boston 0-3 for the first time since like 2013 or something like that. Leading the way is Peyton Pritchard with 14 points, 5 assists. Jordan Poole with 14 to lead the way for the Pelicans. Is Zion playing? No, it doesn't look like Zion is playing tonight, so that explains that. 14 for Poole, 11 for Herb Jones. Yeah, looking at this roster is terrible. Sorry for that. Let's continue on down the list, though. Let's get to the alien here. Raptors getting smacked up by the Spurs, 58-73. Got Brandon Ingram, the ex-Pelican, with 12 points. 17 for R.J. Barrett, the ex-Knick. Harrison Barnes with 8. You got Wemby with a double-double, 10 points, 12 rebounds. Vassell with 12. Steph Castle with 16. Let me see if the rookie Dylan Harper is hooping. Dylan Harper off the bench with 9 points. Salute to Dylan Harper. And yeah, so the Spurs looking like they're going to go 4-0 here, even though there's still a lot of time left in this game. It's not over, but it's almost over. Let's take a look at this one. It looks like Phoenix made it a little bit more interesting. 39-27, Jazz on top of the Suns. Leading scorer, let's see. Grayson Allen leading the way with 8. Got Markkanen for the Jazz with 14. And those are the leading scorers in that one. Okay, I think we have some other games about to start or should be starting shortly. 9:30. Well, it's 9:40 now. This game between the Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves, almost called them the Lynx. Minnesota Timberwolves starts at 9:30 on Peacock. No Anthony Edwards, as we mentioned. No Ant Edwards. And then we have Memphis and Golden State. One of the other games. And then we have Portland and LA. Both teams played last night against different opponents, of course, but they then play again tonight against each other. So you still have 3 games to start on this evening. All right. Hopefully I got through all that. You guys got some information there and some keeping you up with all 11 games going on in the in the NBA tonight. As you can see, guys, this is primarily a W channel. My brain is just in W mode. Looking at the chat, what did I miss? Nets need some energy when they play at their home games. Yeah, I mean Barclays, we don't show. They try to give tickets away to the Nets games as a part of the Liberty package. Nobody want to go see that sorry team. I used to go there back in 2021, 2019. I used to go there before the KD era, KD, Harden, Kyrie era, to go see other teams. Barclays, if you live in New York, Barclays is the place you go to see teams you really want to see, because they're cheaper than going to MSG to actually watch the games. MSG, no matter Knicks suck or not, tickets expensive. You go to Barclays, back in them days, bro, I was sitting. I almost gave Giannis a high five. How close I was sitting for a good price. Continuing down here, what am I missing? Matt said I'll be at the Mavs game Wednesday just to see Obi Toppin dunk in person. That's dope. I need to make my way to an NBA game. I haven't been to an NBA game since. Wow, I don't remember the last time I went to an NBA game. Oh, I think when the Heat were in the playoffs against the Knicks, I got tickets for my dad and I to go watch a game. He's a Knicks fan. I'm a Heat fan. Heat fan, I should say. I think we beat the Knicks in that game. I can't remember what game it was, but whenever the Knicks Heat played in the playoffs at the Garden, we beat the Knicks. That was dope. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. W games are more live. Yeah. They definitely more entertaining, and you get more bang for your buck, at least in my opinion. Salute to everybody in the chat. You just hear me rambling about the good old days. I sound like a boomer. Oh, salute to the right pair on whoever, if you're still in the chat. I see you join the Discord. Salute. Make sure y'all follow the join the Discord. We talk W in there, talk NBA. I don't bet anymore really, but there's a place for sports bets. I think only two people in there be talking about their bets. Forget Jay-Z Heat fan. Don't bring up 2011, please. I erased that one. I erased that out of my mind. But they got their get back. Mavericks did get their get back. Who won it? I think Suni was talking about Ellie. We'll bring Ellie a little closer for y'all to see. My Ellie bobblehead. Sierra, I have no comment. About to be 3 in there now that I ain't shy. Word, join up. They be talking about their bets. I just be looking. I don't be betting like that anymore. I went crazy when they first came to New York. I was bugging out, but um I've simmered down a lot. Yeah, Sierra, she be wilding in there. It'd be annoying sometimes because she be dancing and people be standing up trying to take a picture up while I be trying to watch the game. So I'm like, yo, get out the way so I can watch the game. Ooh. But she does keep the crowd going. I gotta give her that. I gotta give Ellie, the mascot, her just due on that. Back when before I moved up to the 100 level section when I first became a season ticket holder, I was a little closer to the court. So I used to be right there, and she used to be standing right there trying to take pictures. I'm like, yo, Ellie, come on now. I'm trying to watch the game here. It sounded like a grouch, but listen, I'm there to watch the game. Oh, you just be I see. You just be lurking. Get some water before this third quarter starts. Word, like, and then people be trying to take pictures of her while the game going on. I'm like, yo, get out the way. So I'm glad I moved up because now nobody can stand in front of me. I'm on a little balcony, the first row in like a balcony. So unobstructed views. I should have been one up there. Nah, I understand, Sony. All right. Enough of me rambling. Enough of me rambling, people. Let's get to the action here. Man, it looks empty. Everybody went to go get a hot dog at the concession stand because that whole first 4 rows of the court is empty. But we have a foul already on OKC. 9 seconds into the quarter on Isaiah Hartenstein. Ball in play here with AD, left side of the court. Faces up on Hartenstein, gets into the middle of the paint, pump fakes, fall away jump shot, knocks it down. It's been Anthony Davis carrying the offense here since the second quarter. He's up to 17 points. Shai with the ball, comes off the screen going right. Up top to Cason Wallace, left-hand drive. Over to Chet. Chet for 3. Chet off the back rim, jump for the rebound. Cason Wallace gets the tip out, and he attacks. PJ goes up on AD, throws up a high scoop. Can't get it to go. Max Christie comes and takes it away from Hartenstein for the rebound. Back to AD. Left side of the court here. AD, left side midi. I don't even know what to call that. A mid-range jump shot from like the left wing area and misses. Shai to the basket, attacks the rookie. That's the two people in the thumbnail, and he scores with the left hand. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP versus the Rook, the #1 overall pick in this past draft. PJ on the attack, attacks Cason Wallace, who bodies him up. Gets it over to Clay in the right corner. Pump fake, sidestep. Clay resets for 3 and buries it. Klay Thompson knocks down the 3. That's the old light skin you needed, huh? He knocks down the 3. 30 isn't old. It's just older. Hartenstein gets blocked, but he still happens to finish it over Anthony Davis. 52-47. Clay gets the ball back. Is he feeling himself? He steps back, finds Cooper Flagg. He can't secure it. It goes out of bounds. OKC quickly inbounds it off the turnover. 52-47. 5th turnover there by the Mavericks. Shai with the ball. Shai down to Chet. Chet guarded by Max Christie. That's a size advantage if I've ever seen one. Chet to the basket, shoots over AD, gets fouled. And Chet will go to the line for 2 free throws. Jay never said that until he turned 30. No, I never thought 30 was old. It's just older. It's funny when I be talking to some of my coworkers, and she was like, "Yeah." I forgot what song we were talking about. I was like, I remember that song in high school. And she was like, yeah, I was like 3 years old. I said, excuse me? I'm like, I don't know, man. Sorry, back to reality over here. OKC knocks down the first with Chet, and he knocks down the second. Ball in play here, 54-47. PJ with the ball, comes up the screen going right. PJ, corner to Max Christie, pump fakes for three in the left corner, drives into the middle of the paint, shoots over SGA, and hook shot over SGA with the right. Max Christie, what a take there. The ex-Laker, part of that Luka trade. Gets it over to Chet. Chet pump fakes for three. PJ falls for it. Oh, and Chet with the slam. Oh my goodness. Chet Holmgren skies and finishes with the right hand slam. PJ tries to get some get back and he hits the three. PJ said, yo, if I make this three, they'll probably forget about that slam dunk that I fell for the pump fake on. Cason Wallace on the attack. He goes up with the right and scores. Looks like the offenses are trying to pick up the pace here. Nah, I was calling Bonner old. Bonner 40. Nah, she's probably not 40. She's probably like 38. But she was out there looking like barbecue chicken as Shai blows right by Max Christie and lays it in. That's back-to-back layups there for OKC. Jason Kidd needs a timeout. 60-52. 8-point lead for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So the offense is starting to pick up a little bit more here in this third quarter. 60-52. Cooper Flagg not having a good night tonight. 2 points on 1 of 6 shooting. 0 for 2 from 3. The rookie enduring some growing pains. I said growing pains here. And they're singing this song. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Who sings this song, y'all? Somebody tell me who sings this song. This is the Mavericks broadcast. Born and raised in South Detroit. I never knew the words of this song. I just know Midnight Train. But everybody jamming in the arena to this. And the mascot singing now. Damn, Mads had Flag is mid. Damn. Yeah, this guy looked like if you're watching the league pass, this guy looks like the Chrisley guy that's on TLC that got arrested for like fraud or whatever he did. Chrisley knows best. Thank you, Sierra. For anybody who's watching the broadcast this, then that guy looked just like that. Dang, I wish I could take screenshots on here. I would have showed that to you. I was about to say, ain't you in jail? Like, people jamming out to that. It's funny how all the older songs, they play all the older hype songs in sporting arenas. Like they'll play Lil Jon. Yeah, yeah. What about the new music? I mean, old habits die hard, I guess. Sierra, you don't know, let me see. I'm gonna find a picture and put it up for y'all. I'm gonna put a picture up for y'all. Oh, I forgot there's football on tonight. Dead forgot there's football on tonight. Thank you, Matt, for the Monday Night Football update. Kareem Hunt's second TD of the game. Talking about football, Emmitt Smith is in the building. Ball and play here. Let's get back to hoops with the Dallas Mavericks. AD with the ball, picks up his dribble, nowhere to go, nobody getting open. I guess it tipped away, gets it back. AD can now dribble again. He spins into traffic, gets fouled by Lou Dort, and they bail Anthony Davis out. He was sitting with his back to the basket for like 10 seconds, and he gets bailed out by Lou Dort. I'm going to end this poll before. Oh, I guess they say it's a non-shooting foul. But, oh, Max Christie gets fouled by SGA. They were over here showing Anthony Davis, and Max Christie got the inbound and got fouled. Oh, he might have got him on the hand. I don't know if that wasn't the body. According to the poll, 64% of y'all said 30 to 39 is between 30 and 39 points is where SGA will fall tonight. 20 to 29, 36% of y'all said that. Nobody said 40 to 49, and nobody said 50 plus. He currently has 12. So we'll see who comes out on top. There's a challenge on the floor for that foul call on that SGA attempted block on Max Christie. Let me take a look at the NBA and the other games, I should say, and see what's going on there. So the games that have gone final, let's see. So final scores here. Cleveland beats Detroit 116-95. Philly beats Orlando 136-124 to move to 3-0 on the season. And those are the only two games that have gone final. It's the end of the third in Houston versus Brooklyn, 103-77. What else? Phoenix is making a game of it. They got back within 3. It's 51-48 Jazz on top of the Phoenix Suns. Boston is leading New Orleans 87-78 end of the third. The Denver-Minnesota game has started. Denver is up 18-14 on the Timberwolves. Atlanta is up 101-100 on the Bulls. Yeah. And San Antonio still clapping up Toronto 90-72. Yep. So I think that challenge was unsuccessful. They went to their broadcast, so I couldn't hear what the ref was saying. Oh, the challenge was successful. It got cut off. Yeah, so they said hand is part of the ball, so when in contact with the ball, so he smacks him across the hand, which knocks the ball loose. So it was not a foul, so it's just a jump ball here, center circle. Mads, Jaden Daniels is out, right? Who's playing? I almost said who's playing point guard. Who's playing quarterback for them? Ball up, and the Mavericks win possession on the jump ball. Max Christie has it. Crosses half court, gets it over to D'Angelo Russell. Russell comes off the screen going right. Wants a rescreen going left. Corner to Clay. Clay pump fake, steps in for a midi. Clay off balance, knocks down the midi from the left-hand side. 6-point game, 60-54. Lou Dort with the ball over to Jalen Williams with an eye. Over to Shai. Shai, top of the key. Wants the screen. Got the screen going right. Walks into a 3 over AD and knocks down the 3. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. His first 3 of the game. He knocks it down. They're shooting 5 for 15 from the 3. Both teams not shooting particularly well from 3. AD with the ball. AD, top of the key here. Around the foul line. Spins back to his left. Throws it out to PJ. Gets deflected. He picks it up. Shoots a 3. Rebound to Dort. Over to Shai. Shai with the ball and with a 9-point lead. Ball almost gets stolen. Gets it over to Dort. Over to Jalen Jalen with an eye, I should say. Corner to Dort for 3, and it's off. AD tips the rebound to himself. Goes behind the back to D'Lo, who crosses half court. Corner to Clay. Clay, catch, shot, 3 is off. Old Clay would have knocked that down, definitely. No matter how you got the ball to him, it was going up and in. Shai gets it. Oh! And a foul call here by Max Christie. Chet was trying to get the ball over him and fell to the ground there. You already know he's skin and bones. I don't know if... I don't know. He's trying to reach over Max Christie, and he falls on his tailbone there. Max Christie doesn't like it. He goes to the bench. Chet gets it into Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Chet, fall away. He says, shut up, Jay. I'm going to hit this fall away and knock it down. Chet knocks down the fall away. He's up to 13 points here. Najee Marshall over to I almost called him Gafford. AD, handoff to D'Lo. D'Lo, no look pass, gets deflected right back to him. He snakes into the paint, throws up the left-hand floater. It's short over Chet. 65-54, largest lead of the game here for OKC. The MVP with the ball. He dribbles right into Chet. He has to reset, guarded by Najee Marshall. Snakes into the paint, finds a cutting Dort. Goes off his fingertips and out of bounds. Mavericks trying to quickly get the ball restarted, and they do. 65-54 over to Marshall. Marshall in and out, dribble into the paint. Reverse layup, tipped up and in by Anthony Davis. What a tip in by AD. Nah, Chet really is built like Bonner. You're absolutely right. Mads, who's quarterback for the Commanders tonight? If you're watching that, fall away by Shai, soft touch off the rim, off the backboard, and back in. Back to a double-digit lead, 67-56. Oh, Mario. Oh, wow, that's a blast from the past. Marcus Mariota. PJ skips through that lane, wanted a foul, doesn't get it. Chet falls, but he gets the rebound and gets it out to Jalen Williams with an eye over to Lou Dort. Back to Jalen. Down the lane, nobody home, and he dunks it home. Timeout, Jason Kidd, and OKC starting to pull away here. Jason Kidd wanted a foul. He's talking to the referee there. Timeout, Mavericks, 69-56, largest lead of the game. With 5:22 to go. Let me run my clock down. My bad, y'all. They keep showing these same 2 people. This guy has a Duke Blue Devils sweater on in Dallas. Yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing for the Mavs. If Kyrie can come back. They over here playing. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. I'm telling you, all these old songs just repeat themselves, man. Listen. I respect it. Get your money. I do like these Dallas jerseys, though. These throwbacks is fire. Oh, this mom brought out her throwback varsity jacket. That looked tough. Matt's like, keep Kyrie out of this mess. Anthony Davis, they're about to come back from timeout. Anthony Davis leading the way with 69 points. I said 69 points. With 19 points, 9 rebounds. They're losing 69-56. That's what I wanted to say. OKC with 50 of their 69 points in the paint. All right, y'all. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Ball in play here. Ball in play. Gets it over to Marshall. Marshall in the left corner blows by Chet, takes the body contact and gets fouled. Chet blocks the ball off his own teammate's face. But Najee Marshall will go to the line for free throws. Bodies hit the floor. And Najee Marshall knocks down the first wrong team First free throw. Klay Thompson to the bench. Najee Marshall at the line for the second free throw, and he knocks it down. So it's 69-58. Nah, I think the commentator said something about bodies hit the floor and it triggered something. Oh, Chet comes off a screen, turns, fires, cashes out from three. 72-58. I mean, when he gets into his jump shot, there's not too many people that could block that. The guy is pretty much 7 feet tall, a little over 7 feet. Flagg with the ball. I haven't said his name a lot tonight as he shoots a three and it rolls off the front of the rim. The rookie not having a good night. Shai with the ball, attacks Najee Marshall, gets cut off. Left to right crossover, step back, over to Jalen with an I. Williams, and he's off from three. Rebound to Russell. And we have a timeout here. Jesus loves Jake. I looked into why YouTube is giving everybody's ad names now. Like it's something they've been experimenting with, and I can't control it. I apologize. If Mavs had prime Warriors Clay, would they be title favorites? Title favorites, no. Top 4 seed, yes. Because prime Warriors Clay was a different animal. That's the same guy that had 60+ points with like limited dribbles. That guy, he caught the ball and it was going up and in. D'Lo gets fouled off the inbound pass and a shot attempt. He'll go to the line for free throws. I would give them a definite playoff seed, top home court advantage in the first round playoff seed. If they had prime Clay, because they need that. Their 3-point shooting is lacking, and he's still capable, but it's just not the same. Like I remember vividly that OKC Warriors series. Warriors down. I think it was 3-1. But I remember the actual game, and he spurned that comeback to help them upset the OKC Thunder, and that's when KD ended up going to the Warriors the next year. 72-59. Do you think Warriors got a shot this year if 100% healthy? I mean, anytime you got Steph Curry on your team, you got a shot. But if Steph and Jimmy can give you something, that's a foul on Hartenstein. He was over here holding AD's jersey on the back. Shai with the ball. Shai gets it over to Dort. Dort on the drive. Dort pump fakes, goes up and gets stripped by D'Angelo Russell, but it goes off his foot and out of bounds. It'll stay with OKC with 4 seconds to go here. Anthony Davis will go to the line for not the line, to the bench for a rest here. Probably rest the rest of this quarter. Ball over to Aaron Wiggins. He pump fakes, then reloads for 3. It was off. Rebound to PJ Washington. He's running the break here. PJ picks up his dribble. Nowhere to go. Gets it over to Flagg. Flagg with the ball. He's at half court. Guarded by AJ Mitchell. They jump out on him. Gets it over to Hardy. Hardy on the attack. Hardy gets into the paint. Left elbow jump shot. Too strong. Rebound to AJ Mitchell, who spins away from Najee and crosses half court. AJ Mitchell with the ball. Comes off the screen going right. That should have been a foul on Hartenstein. He sort of tripped D'Lo. Aaron Wiggins down the lane. Hangs. Scoops it up with the right and hits. Drives from the left side of the wing all the way to the basket. Nice finish with the right hand. Yeah, the Heat are my team. Heat of the squad. Been my team since 03. D Wade, my favorite player. Oh, Cooper Flagg hangs. Tries to take the body contact. No foul. He misses the layup. He's on the floor in the backcourt. 4-on-5. Dort for 3, and he misses. Hartenstein gets the offensive rebound, and they say it was on the floor. No continuation. That's what Hartenstein does. He's a beast on the boards. Yeah, we should have been 3-0, but we blew the game to the Orlando Magic. Now you see Orlando's lost their last two. AJ Mitchell goes to the basket, gets fouled. Flagg and Marshall, and Hardy collide into each other for the Mavericks. AJ Mitchell will go to the line for 2 free throws. Yeah, I'm glad the Heat won too. We got 3 championships in my lifetime. We've made it to 5 finals. No, 6 finals. As AJ Mitchell hits the first. We made it to 06 against Dallas. We won. 11 we lost to Dallas. 12 we beat OKC. 13 we beat San Antonio. 14 we lost to San Antonio. The bubble year we lost to LA. And then we lost to Denver. So we made it to 7 finals and won 3. PJ Washington on the drive, gets into the paint, takes some body contact, and scores. 76-61 is the score. 76-61. Shai with the drive. Right-hand dribble goes in, double clutches, and misses. Rebound to Flagg. Let's see if he could do something. Flagg passes left, gets deflected. Najee saves it. Najee Marshall, corner to D'Lo. D'Lo, corner 3. They need it. They don't get it. And rebound to Shai. Yeah, should have had a couple rings. Couple more. That 2014 year against San Antonio, as Shai under the basket, nowhere to go, just goes up and finishes with the right. That Dallas series we should have won in 2011. That should have been 4, but it is what it is. Hardy knocks down a wing 3 for the Dallas Mavericks. He's trying to keep him in it. 78-64, 14-point lead for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Approaching a minute to go here in the third. It's been all OKC. They've extended the lead as AJ Mitchell drives, but they call the foul. They give the continuation to AJ Mitchell. He lays it in with the left hand. I thought they called the foul on the floor. It looked like D'Lo was trying to foul before. He's saying I'm fouling him, but they don't call it. He goes all the way to the basket and finishes with the left hand. 80-64. AJ Mitchell off the bench, averaging 18.7 points as he hits the free throw to complete the 3-point play. 81-64. Najee Marshall with the ball. Oh, might have got away with a push off. He Euro steps through that lane. Oh, the layup rolls in and out. PJ Washington offensive rebound and put back. 81-66. Under a minute to go here. It's been OKC's game here. 48 seconds to go. AJ Mitchell down the lane. They give him the left, and it's a layup drill for AJ Mitchell right now. I don't think they recognize he's a lefty. He's going right to the basket and laying it in. And Hardy loses the ball on the layup attempt. Shai dribbles the other way and somehow, some way, loses the ball but gets it up for a layup and scores. OKC running away with this one, y'all. 85-66. Defense to offense for the Thunder. He's up to 21 points and another turnover by the Mavericks, but they steal it back. Hardy for 3. Hardy knocks down the 3. 85-69. Shot clock is off. Aaron Wiggins for the Thunder crosses half court here. Aaron Wiggins out at half court. 6 on the clock. Wiggins gets... Oh, there's a foul away from the play by Hardy on that attempted... on trying to go fight over that screen. So that's automatic free throw since both teams are in the bonus. So Jalen Williams with an eye at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up. Knocks it down. Barnheiser goes to the bench. Cason Wallace comes back in. And second free throw for Jalen Williams rattles in. So it's 87-69 with 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Marshall for 3 at the buzzer, off the back rim and off. And that's how the third quarter ends. At the end of 3, Thunder 87, Mavericks 69. Let's get ready for the fourth and final quarter. Let's take a look at the box score. I feel like we haven't done that in a while. 87-69 is the score. Take a look at this box score here. For the Thunder, Hartenstein with 10 points and 6 rebounds. Chet Holmgren with 16.7 rebounds and 3 blocks. 21 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 7 assists. 6 for Lou Dort and 4 for Cason Wallace. Off the bench, Jalen Williams with an eye, 4 points. 2 for Brooks Barnheiser, 9 for Aaron Wiggins, none for Youngblood, and 15 for AJ Mitchell off the bench. They're shooting 53% from the field, 28% from 3 on 6 of 21 shooting, but it hasn't really affected them too much. Dallas, Anthony Davis leading the way with 19 points, 9 rebounds, 1 away from a double-double for him. 1 rebound, that is. PJ Washington with 10 points. He's a minus 26 in his minutes. So they've been struggling when he's played. 8 for Clay and Christie, 2 for Flagg on 1 of 8 shooting. Off the bench, Caleb Martin with none, 9 for Najee Marshall, 7 for D'Lo, and 6 for Jaden Hardy. They're shooting 9 for 28, 32% from 3, 62% from the line on 16 attempts, and 36% overall. All right. Looks like Chicago's on their way to beating Atlanta. Oh, no, the game is still close. Game's not over. 123-118 out there in Chicago. Houston up 132-103 with about a little over 90 seconds to go. Boston smacking up New Orleans 109-88. Toronto down 13 to the Spurs 106-93. At halftime, we have Phoenix and Utah. Utah's up by 3, 64-61. And Denver currently up over Minnesota 44-41. I think this Memphis game has started versus Golden State Warriors. Golden State up 12-4 at this point in time. All right, looks like broadcast is coming back here for this fourth and final quarter. Sierra said Jay intentionally adding verbs to troll me. Ball and play here with the Dallas Mavericks. Hardy over to Hartenstein. They call a moving screen here by Chet Holmgren. Mavericks ball. First turnover of the quarter. Ball and play here with the Mavs. You got Jalen Hardy over to Flagg, who gets it to Anthony Davis. Hand off to Klay Thompson, coming off the screen, top of the key, and a bad pass stolen by Cason Wallace over to Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins crossover on Klay. Klay sticking with him. Shoots over Klay and scores. Aaron Wiggins. Old Klay would have locked that up, but them legs is gone. Hardy with the ball down to AD. Faces up against Hartenstein. Jab steps from the left-hand side. Gets it up top to Flagg. Flagg, left-hand dribble. Foul line out to Klay. Klay for 3. Air ball. Hits the bottom of the net from the outside. And PJ Washington dove into the crowd there. Helps up the cameraman. Ball in play here. The commentator just made a weird noise on the broadcast. That was weird. AJ Mitchell drives down the lane, throws it out to Cason Wallace in the left corner. He dribbles out and gets it to AJ. He pump fakes by AD, goes up, throws, gets fouled. I didn't even hear the whistle. He gets fouled there by Anthony Davis. So it'll be sideline out of bounds. 89-69. Ball in play here. AJ Mitchell down the lane, gets stripped, tries to recovers it, gets it stolen by Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg on the attack. Cooper stops at the left elbow, jumper is up, and you just can't buy one tonight. Rebound to Hartenstein. Gets it over to AJ Mitchell, right to left crossover, gets it right side to Chet. Guarded by AD, jabs at pump fakes, drives, finds Hartenstein on the roll, and reverse dunk there by Isaiah Hartenstein. 91-69. Approaching 10 minutes to go here. AD gets the ball. And a foul there by Hartenstein, pulling on the back of AD's jersey. It's a little quiet out there in Dallas. Team getting smacked up by the defending champs. Ball in play here with the Mavericks. AD over to PJ Washington. PJ Washington, left hand drive, gets the ball. Oh, they called a foul. Thought they were going to say he just got stripped. But PJ Washington will go to the line for 2 free throws here on that shot attempt. PJ Washington at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up and good. Is that the Malice in the Palace con landing? Is that what November 7th is? And Washington hits the second free throw. Back to a 20-point game, 91-71. Dallas has attempted twice as many free throws as OKC, and they're still getting clapped up by 20. Cason Wallace with the ball. Right hand dribble into the lane. Right hand scoop. Way off. I don't know if that was supposed to be a lob or a layup, but the Mavericks have it either way. Hardy for 3 from Flagg, and Chet with the rebound. You back. Salute, salute. Wiggins on the drive, left hand layup, and AD with the rebound there. He has a double-double now. 19 and 10. Hardy down the lane, goes over the left, gets fouled by AJ Mitchell. Oh, no, I hit the wrong thing. And he'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Jaden Harvey. Right to left, in and out dribble, and finishes it with the left hand layup. 91-73, 9:30 to go here in the game. 18-point deficit for the home team Mavericks. Hardy for the 3-point play, and he knocks it down. 91-74. Ball in play here with OKC. I'm waiting for the clock to reach mine. There we go. 9:19. Ball over to AJ Mitchell. Right hand dribble. Gets into the foul line. Pump fakes. Pump fakes again. Nowhere to go. Goes corner to Cason Wallace. Right corner 3, and it's off. Too strong, but right to Hartenstein. AJ Mitchell pump fakes. Resets 3. Off the back rim. He gets his own rebound. Long one. Goes over to Aaron Wiggins. He left corner 3, but he steps out of bounds. Gotta secure the defensive rebound. Can't give a team like OKC multiple bites at the apple there. Hardy, comes off the screen, going to his right. Up top to AD. Can this be his second 3? Too strong. Rebound to AJ Mitchell. Mitchell, left hand drive. AJ Mitchell with the ball. Up top to Chet. Chet, pump fakes for 3. Doesn't take it. Pump fakes again. Right side to Cason Wallace, left hand drive into the paint. Over to AJ Mitchell. He pump fakes in the left corner. Steps in. Left hand floater is up and good. AJ Mitchell. He is just an absolute scorer. 17 points off the bench. Cooper Flagg with the ball. Guarded by Cason Wallace. He drives, spins back right. Gets a ball poked away and fouled there by Cason Wallace. Oh. Oh, Con Landing, I was way off. Yeah, Nets got smoked up. Not surprising. I said they'll go 0-10 before they can even think about a win. They're not a good team. They are not a good team. Hardy with the ball. Right elbow jump shot too strong. Chet with the rebound. Chet, I think he's 1 rebound away from a double-double. He has 16 points, 9 rebounds. Mr. Holmgren. As Aaron Wiggins gets to the basket, drops it off to Hartenstein, gets his strip, but recovers it. Hartenstein, Chet hits PJ Washington in the face there. But that was Christie. But they said the foul was on Christie. Oh, now Chet Holmgren trying to swing across, hits Max Christie across the forehead with an elbow, but they called a defensive foul on Christie. They're gonna review this one. 7:48 to go. Referees going to the table to review this one. All right, let's take a look at the box score and some of these other games because I'm not gonna stay on long after this is over. It's been a long day. Been a long day. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, follow on the Twitch, join the Discord, all that good stuff. Let me actually do it from this window here, if it will let me. So, final games, we got Cleveland beating Detroit 116-95. We got Orlando losing to the Philadelphia 76ers 136-124. In the fourth quarter here, it's a 3-point game between Chicago and Atlanta. Rockets up 137-108 on the Nets. I think that game actually went final. I think this page is just old. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna fix something up here. This is better, so we can take a look at all the scores here. So all the games that have gone final. We got Philly over Orlando 136-124. Cleveland over Detroit 116-95. Houston over Brooklyn 137-109. Bulls over Atlanta 128-123. And Boston beats up the New Orleans Pelicans 122-90. We have one game yet to kick off. It's about to kick off in probably the next 10 minutes. Portland versus LA. No Luka, I don't believe in that one. Austin Reeves went crazy last night. 51 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists in the win versus the Kings. And then these live games we have now. San Antonio going on to beat Toronto. OKC looking like they're handling Dallas. That's the game we're doing. Phoenix and Utah. Utah still has the lead. Minnesota's actually up on Denver in the second. And Golden State's up on Memphis. 27-21. Right, broadcast is coming back. The challenge was successful. Chet initiates the contact. It moves from a defensive foul to an offensive foul. Victor Wembanyama with 24 points and 15 rebounds. Only 1 block tonight. That's crazy. It's crazy when we say the man only has 1 block. He's had 3+ in every game so far until tonight. D'Lo with the ball for the Mavericks. D'Lo, no look to Max Christie in the left corner for 3, and he knocks it down. Left corner 3 by Max Christie. 93-77. Ball over to A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell to Aaron Wiggins. Comes off the screen and shoots an air ball from 3. Let's see. The Dallas Mavericks, they might have some life here if they can continue to cut into this deficit. Lou Dort about to check back into the game. Vito says needs Shai to get back in. Let me see if he's coming back in now. Shai is back in now. They're gonna re-inbound here. It wasn't sideline out of bounds. It was baseline out of bounds. Salute for the follow, Vito. Salute, salute. Ball and play here with the Mavericks. Hardy with the ball. Hardy guarded by Casey Wallace on the right side of the court. Crossover, loses the ball, gets it out to AD. Now to PJ Washington. Comes off the screen going right. Jump pass to D'Lo for three. They need it, and he can't deliver. Lou Dort with the rebound. They're struggling from three. Aaron Wiggins with the ball. Left side of the court. Aaron Wiggins drives left. Drops it off to Hartenstein. It bounces off a Maverick and out of bounds. OKC with 13 on the clock here. Jay Count, salute for the follow on the Twitch. Salute. Salute to the Twitch gang. Ball in play with OKC and the MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Finds Hartenstein. Out to Casey Wallace for three. And it's in and out. Hartenstein, another offensive rebound. Picks up his dribble. Nowhere to go. And throws it out to Shai with 7 on the clock. Shai, step back three. And it's off. AD with the rebound. And a foul there by Casey Wallace. Oh, they call Isaiah Hartenstein for a push in the back there. Excuse me. Yes, Mads. I'm going to keep saying MVP until he's no longer the MVP. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, consecutive 20-point games, 76 games in a row from November 1st last year to now. He scored at least 20 in the regular season, in a game in the regular season. Wilt Chamberlain, of course, top of that list, 126 straight games with 20 or more points. AD, since the Mavericks are on the bonus, is at the line for the rest of this quarter. He'll shoot the first free throw and make it. Listen, that's how I titled the stream the MVP versus the Rook. I gotta stick to the descriptions I've assigned to the players. As AD hits the second, it's 93-79, 6:24 to go. Whoops, hold on, guys. Where's my mouse? How did my mouse get over here? There we go. And OKC with the miss. Hartenstein with another rebound though. Ball and play to Shai. Shai, baseline jump shot, bounces off the back rim. Hartenstein, almost another offensive rebound. And when it goes out of bounds, 93-79, 6 minutes to go here. OKC struggling on the offensive end. D'Lo into the paint, gets it out to Hardy. Hardy on the drive. Hardy, fall away from the right elbow, and he knocks it down. And a timeout by OKC. The Mavericks clawing their way back into this one. It's a 12-point game. Hardy's been a revelation here in the second half. He has all of his points here in the second half, it feels like. 11 points for Jaden Harvey. You got 25 for Shai. The sweating begins. Let's take a look at the box score. Yeah, he hasn't been getting the A. And oh, he has been getting the A. 7 assists for him. He hasn't been getting the R in that PRA. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. Salute to everybody on the Twitch, on the YouTube. So we got OKC here. Getting outscored 12-6 in this fourth quarter, but Hartenstein with 12 points, 10 rebounds. So he has a double-double. We got 16 for Chet with 9 rebounds. He's 1 rebound away from a double-double. Shai with 21 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. So on the PRA, that's 31. So you need 5 more. Vito. 6 for Lou Dort. 5 rebounds, 4 for Casey Wallace. Off the bench is where they've gotten their scoring punch. A.J. Mitchell with 17.6 rebounds. Aaron Wiggins with 11 points. Dallas Mavericks got AD leading the way, double-double, 21 points, 10 rebounds for Anthony Davis, 12 and 8 for PJ Washington, 11 for Max Christie, and 11 for Jaden Hardy off the bench. Everybody else in single figures. The rookie, number 1 overall pick, Cooper Flagg, 2 points tonight, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 for 9 from the field. It just hasn't been the young man's night. They're playing over here, Mr. 305. You know I want you. You know you want me. I'm telling you, all these songs, boy. Anyway, enough with me singing. Let me go back to some action here. Another game has gone final. If I didn't mention it already, Boston beat New Orleans. San Antonio beats the Raptors. 121-103. Let me see what Wemby finished with. Wemby finished with 24 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal and a block. Didn't take any threes tonight. Knocked down all 10 of his free throws. The alien he's just a different animal, man. That guy is different. Ball and play here with OKC. Let's see what they run out of this timeout. 93-81. D'Lo tried to sell that on SGA. You don't do that. Oh, D'Lo gets a poke away, but SGA gets it back. SGA fall away over D'Lo. Off the back rim, can't get it. PJ Washington. Mavericks with a chance to get this to single digits with a 3 or a 10-point game with a 2. Ball down to AD. He's been quiet on the offensive scoring end. Gets it cross court to Christie. Jump pass over to Hardy. Hardy for 3. And it's off the rim. Casey Wallace with the rebound. The building would have erupted there. 5 minutes to go here, people. And Casey Wallace with the ball for 3. And it rolls off. OKC giving them life here. Hardy with the ball over to AD. AD, hand off to D'Lo. It bounces off his leg and out of bounds. He went into the backcourt to get it. D'Lo, right-hand drive over to Hardy. Hardy, right to left crossover. Gets it over to AD with 4 on the clock. AD looks at the clock. Corner to PJ. They need it. PJ for 3. Big shot. PJ Washington, left corner 3. It's a 9-point game, excuse me. 15 for PJ. He's 1 rebound away from a double-double as well. A.J. Mitchell with the ball. A.J. Mitchell gets it over to Lou with 5 on the clock. Back to A.J. A.J. drives right, gets cut off. Steps back for 3. A.J. Mitchell off the back rim. And Dallas with the rebound. Shea not even getting the ball here. D'Lo, jump pass over to Hardy. Hardy into the paint. Corner to Christie. Christie, right corner 3. Oh, Max Christie. Timeout OKC again. 93-87. Oh, Mavericks walking him down. It's a 6-point game here with 3:52 to go. What a run here by the Mavericks. They were down 20 at one point and have walked it all the way down. Salute to them. 6-point game here. 6-point game. A 13-0 run by Dallas here to get it back to a 6-point game. The closest they've been in a long time, but dribble penetration leading to wide open corner 3s. Washington hits the left corner one the previous possession. Christie hits this one in the right corner. Max Christie up to 14 points, 4 of 8 from 3. Christie, if I'm Christie, that's all I'm working on. Every time I have off days, I'm in the corner. 3s, 3s, 3s. Because they leaving him open. You just got to knock him down. All right, let's see what OKC can do. They've been reeling here in the fourth. Can they stop the bleeding here? Ball and play here with OKC. AJ Mitchell is doing a lot of the ball handling here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yeah, they get the ball down to Shai. They bring the late double out. AJ Mitchell wide open for three, and it's short. Hartenstein offensive rebound. They just cannot secure the basketball. Over to AJ Mitchell. Mitchell with the ball into the paint. Throws it to Hartenstein. Almost traveled. Finds a cutting Dort. It goes off Dort and out of bounds. OKC sort of capitulating here. They're keeping the ball out of Shai's hands, definitely. 93-87. Let somebody else beat you. Ball D'Lo to AD. AD. Baseline jump shot is good. Anthony Davis with the jumper. It wasn't really baseline. It was more like mid-range, side of the paint there. 23-11 for AD. It's a 3-point game here. Well, 4-point game, excuse me. I can't do math. AJ Mitchell on the drive, goes up, left hand off the glass. Hartenstein, another offensive rebound and put back this time. That looked like an over the back. 95-89. That stops a 15-0 run by the Mavericks. D'Lo with the ball. Comes off the screen going left. D'Lo finds AD. Foul line jump shot. Fall away short. And Shai with the ball here. Shai guarded by Hardy. He loses the ball going right. Picks it up. And that's a foul. Hardy dives at his legs. Shai goes between the legs, loses the ball. Hardy going for it, and he sort of dives on his legs. But he's saying he hits his arm. I don't know if it... 95-89, 2:23 to go here. Ball in play with Shai. Shai comes off the screen going left. Shai down the lane, right-hand scoop, misses. Wow. And a rebound to the Mavericks. Jaden Hardy loses the ball. Christie in the right corner. Throws it out to D'Lo. Slows it down here. They got to get a good possession here. Over to AD. Back to Russell. Russell for three. And front rims it. I think that momentum has died down now, y'all. And Shai with the ball. They're bringing a light trap to him. He picks up his dribble over to AJ Mitchell. Left side of the court. AJ Mitchell drives and he swings his arm. They call a foul on Hardy, though. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes, so no shooting yet. Yeah, he is sort of holding him around the waist. $95-89, 144 to go here. Mop man is over here wiping up the sweat on the court. Dort gets it into Shai. Shai with the ball. He's been quiet offensively in this fourth quarter. Shai with the ball, in and out dribble, gets to his left. Tries to lob it up and it gets deflected and stolen. Ball over to D'Lo. D'Lo, hezzy move on Chet. He thinks better of it. Finds AD. AD double clutches, gets fouled and one. Anthony Davis. And he'll go to the line for the 3-point play. With 1:25 to go, Shai wasn't even looking to score, or he looked to score late. The ball gets deflected by PJ and stolen. They go down the other side of the court. They find AD. AD gets fouled by Lou Dort, of course, and he finishes off the glass. Who? D'Angelo Russell. Wow, D'Angelo Russell with 10 assists. He's 2 for 12 from the field. Man can't throw a rock in the ocean. But he's knocked down. He's dished out 10 assists. Russell and Hardy both go to the bench. The bench mob has brought them back in this game at the guard spot. I think there's some blood on the ball. They have them alcohol spraying the ball and getting that off. So 1-shot free throw here for Anthony Davis. Cooper Flagg has checked back in, as well as Najee Marshall for the Dallas Mavericks. No Klay Thompson, as AD knocks down the free throw to make it a 3-point game, people. 3-point game here in Dallas. Gets it over to Shai Gilgeous. Off the screen, going to his left. Shai, in and out dribble. Step back. Fall away over AD, and it's short again. 3-point game here. Approaching a minute to go. Let me sit up here. This is getting interesting. Najee Marshall drives left. Gets cut off by Shai. And a timeout called by Jason Kidd. 1:01 to go here. 1:01. I'm going to run my clock down 3 seconds. 1:01 to go here. Jason Kidd calls a timeout with 15 seconds to go here. And it's a 3-point game. They were down at least 20 plus in this one, and they've clawed their way all the way back. Please no OT. I can't deal with OT. RC, what up? You back? You came back at the right time, man. The Mavericks have walked them down. I can't do OT tonight. I am tired. Man, the other day I was doing a watch along. I think it was the season opener. I was over here just talking. My eyes was closed. I don't know what was happening in that game in the fourth quarter. 95-92, a minute to go, a minute and 1 second to be exact to go here in this one. Mavericks were down 20 plus and have clawed all the way back here. I think it's like a 23-4 run here by the Dallas Mavericks to make this a 3-point game. Con Lanning always got the stats here. RC, I wish, man. I hope I didn't say nothing crazy. I was looking at the TV, but not really looking. All right, ball and play here with Anthony Davis. Chance to tie or get within one. D'Lo down the lane, goes left hand floater and scores. 1-point game. 95-94, 50 seconds left. 5-0. Shai with the ball. He's been absolutely quiet. He's missed a couple of his usual clutch baskets here. They bring a late trap out here to Shai. Shai jump past to Hartenstein. Hartenstein spins, goes to the basket. Left hand layup is good. Isaiah Hartenstein, usually looking to pass. He sees nobody's guarding him. He spins to the basket and lays it in. 97-94. Ball and play here with the Mavericks. D'Lo for 3 in the tie. And it goes off the rim. Stolen. Oh. And the ball gets out of bounds there. I don't know if I want D'Lo shooting that. Oh, that's out on chat. Oh, no, that might be out on PJ. That second kick by PJ. He got the initial, but I think that second one is out on PJ. Ooh. This one there. Ooh. Yeah, it goes off the toe of PJ. Man. I mean, you had to challenge that one. Now, Dallas has a win. Dallas has a win. RC. D'Lo's not the one I want shooting the threes. Have Hardy, have Christie. But D'Lo, he can't throw a rock in the ocean. 1 for 8 from 3. He got the initial strip on Chet. It hits off Chet's right foot, off of Hartenstein's left foot, and then off the top of PJ's foot. The Mavericks are hoping for a kick ball on Hartenstein, but I don't think it'll pay off. Nah, double OT. No, thank you. They're at the table reviewing this. It's gonna be really interesting to see what they call here. We shall see what they call. Damn. All the people on I left mad people on the bench on my fantasy team by accident. 22 for Franz Wagner, excuse me. My son Matas Buzelis with 16. Shengun with 21, 6, and 6. All on my bench. It's all your fault, Yahoo. Oh, I see what they did there. They try to scam me. I'm making sure I set my lineup for the rest of the week. But salute to everybody here in the chat. They're still reviewing this call. Still reviewing this call. What a game here. Mavericks were down 20 plus at one point. Went on a 23-5 run to come down. Drip or drone. So the challenge was unsuccessful. It went off PJ's foot as we saw on the replay. So 22 seconds left to go. Shot clock is off, so they're gonna have to foul. So a 3-point game. It will be OKC basketball with 22 seconds to go. That means the shot clock is off. If they want to keep this game alive, they're gonna have to foul to keep it alive. I think the refs are going back to the table to verify that the game clock is at the right area. You need Shai 40-point rebound assist. Oh, Flash. I'm sorry to tell you, brother. It ain't gonna happen. My boy Flash on the Twitch said he need overtime, but it ain't gonna happen, brother. You better just live to fight another day. Man said put the house on the line. Everybody need OT. For those on the YouTube, let me see who's in the right here. 36% of y'all said between 20 and 29 points for Shai tonight. The majority said between 30 and 39. What's he at? Shai is at 21. So just reaches over that 20. They still reviewing this. It's like they want to make this game longer. Let's go with y'all. It's 22.3 seconds to go, man. Yeah, J Cal, salute to you. Yeah, y'all had back-to-back double overtime games to start the season. I've never seen that in my life. Salute to you on the Twitch. All right, now they figured this out. Ref is explaining it to Jason Kidd, his reasoning. All right, we're still in commercial here. I mean, not commercial, still in timeout here. Oh my gosh, this is what I think about NBA games, bro. They're gonna just take forever sometimes. Wayne, salute for the follow on the Twitch. Salute. Appreciate you. All right, finally we can get back to some action here. Hey, we getting a bunch of follows on the Twitch. Jadir, Jay Adair. I hope I'm saying that right. Salute for the follow. Salute, salute. All right. OKC to inbound here. Finally, they get the ball into Shai, and he gets fouled barely, but they just automatically called a foul. I guess they thought they were intentionally trying to foul. I mean, y'all need a foul immediately. Like, I don't know. Y'all should be thanking him that he called that. A second went off the clock. Shai at the line for 2 free throws. He's been absolutely quiet here in this fourth quarter. He hits the first. And I think this is his first free throws of the game, to be actually honest with you. I think this might be his first free throws of the game. Let me see, what's Shai doing? Shai, yeah. His first free throws of the game, wow. After he had like 26 the other night, he knocks down both, though. 99-94, 21 seconds ago, PJ gets it into Christie. Back to PJ. PJ quickly across half court. PJ off balance, 3 off the rim. That was a terrible attempt there. Now Shai with the ball. Are they going to foul him again? No, they're trying to trap. He picks up his dribble, gets it over to Chet. And they trap Chet. And the ball, oh, he gets fouled. 3 seconds to go in this one. I don't know what the point was, if you were going to foul or not. They just were trying to trap, and that never pays off. Did all that work to come back and faltered when the game was on the line there. And the people are starting to file out of the American Airlines Center there. That looked like Sean Marion, bottom right. As Chet Holmgren hits the first free throw, and this game is pretty much over. 100-94. Yeah, the Thunder were struggling, drip or drone. I'm just call you Drip. And Chet knocks down the second. And the Mavericks went on a crazy run led by the bench. And that is the game, people. That is the game. And that's the final score. 101-94 is the final score. OKC moves to 4-0, I believe. Or is it 3-0? I think it's 3-0. How many games OKC played? Thunder fan, tell me how many games y'all played. Yeah, 4-0. I was right. 4-0 for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Mavericks, unfortunately, they dropped to 1-3. 1-3. Players embrace and all that good stuff. 101-94. Let's take a quick look at the box score. I know a lot of you Shai betters. It didn't pan out, but listen, we'll get him next time, champ. 101-94 final score. Dallas outscored them 25-14 in the fourth, but they got as close as 3 and just couldn't get over the hump. Salute, salute. No problem for the stream. Isaiah Hartenstein finished with 16 points, 12 rebounds. 5 of those were offensive rebounds. 18 for Chet Holmgren with 11 rebounds. 23 for Shai with 8 assists and 4 rebounds. So what's that? 23 and 8 is 31 and 4, 35. So PRA at 35. I think somebody had 36. That sucks. That's unfortunate. 6 for Lou Dort. 4 for Cason Wallace, 4 for Jalen Williams, 2 for Barnhizer, 11 for Wiggins, and 17 for AJ Mitchell off the bench. 6 for 30 from 3, but it doesn't even matter. They win the game anyway. Dallas AD with 26 and 11, PJ with 15 and 9, 14 for Max Christie, 11 for Jaden Hardy, and that's that. 101-94. Salute to everybody who joined. Appreciate you guys tuning in on the Twitch, on the YouTube. Make sure you leave a like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will be back sometime this week. It won't be tomorrow. It'll probably be Thursday night. Wednesday or Thursday night, I'll be back. Probably both. For whatever games are on, I'll take a look and see what the schedule is looking like on those nights. And we'll get some games in. Appreciate you guys tuning in. There's still a couple games going on still. If we take a look here right quick, we can see some of the games that have gone final and the games that are still on, so you guys can tune in. So we still have Phoenix and Utah on League Pass still going on. Denver and Minnesota on Peacock if you wanted to watch that game. Memphis and Golden State on League Pass. Portland and LA in the first quarter on League Pass. The other games have now finished. Philly beats Orlando. I think Tyrese had 43. Cleveland beats on Detroit. San Antonio beats the Raptors. Rockets beat Brooklyn. Chicago beats Atlanta. Boston gets their first win of the season. They beat New Orleans, and OKC moves to 4-0, excuse me, on the Dallas Mavericks. All right, y'all, that's it for me. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you guys on either Wednesday or Thursday night. Until next time, it's Jay Jordan. Salute!